Hi everyone, this is 91. Are you new to the game? Do you find this game to be difficult? Are you searching for ways to improve? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a few things that you must know as a new player. Before I start, I just want to say that Naraka is not an easy game. Be prepared to spend time training and practicing, otherwise you'll meet the bottleneck super fast and you don't know how to improve. And you lose interest, you quit the game. But with my help, supposedly you will improve much faster, and I'll be releasing a series of videos about getting better at the game. Alright, let's start. The first thing I always tell the new players is the animation cancelling. It is super important. All the combos and movements depends on it. There are three ways of cancelling your animation, which is jump, crouch, and dash. But there are different dashes. I'm going to talk about that later. So this animation cancelling can cancel the ending animation of your current action. For example, if you attack into enemy who is focusing, which means he's in blue and will be immune to your stun or stagger from your light attacks, right? If you keep light attacking, the enemy can release the focus strike and hit you back. Then you will lose the trade. So let's say if you want to parry his focus strike, you can cancel your attack animation, then parry, like light attack into crouch into parry. You can also change focusing into parry with animation cancelling, like this, and this. Talking about parry, besides the three-way to change focus into parry, there is one other method which is very effective but not using the animation cancelling in the game, which we call it quick parry. It is not the side mouse button you use. This is how it looks. The way to achieve this is whenever you are focusing, release the mouse button you're holding and immediately click the other one. If you are holding R and B, release and then click L and B, vice versa. There is only one restriction, which is that you can only do this before the first tick of your focus strike. If you have already charged up for the focus strike, which you hear the ting, it will not work anymore. This parry is super effective in the games when you get the right timing. Then I'm going to talk about the movement you should be doing in the game, but in this video I'm just going to show you the most basic movement of the game, which is running. When you're running around in the game, this is not the way you should be running. It's really slow, it's not efficient. If you want to be efficient, there are two basic ways to do that. First, without weapon, you can do slight jump to slightly increase your running speed. Then, when you're running, just press crouch key, then hit the jump mid sliding. There are two things you need to keep in mind. Don't press crouch in the air and don't jump too high. Once you get the rhythm right, you should be doing fine. Just keep practicing in free training or in game. Secondly, there is a common technique with all weapons to run faster, which I call it focus dash. To achieve that, what you need to do is while running, you hold R and B, then you hold shift to cancel the focus animation to dash forward and keep running. The reason why it is faster is that when you're holding R and B while running, you will be sliding ahead and the speed is faster than running. Then you cancel it by holding shift, which you start with a dash, give you a little bit distance, and then you'll be running right away. Combined with these two factors, you'll be running way faster than you should be. But there's only one restriction: energy. If you're out of energy, which you can see the yellow hexagon on the left of your character, you can apply the first method to compensate the time for recovering your energy back. Then I'm going to talk about another mechanic in the game that everyone should know: the pre-input. In this game, you can pre-input the next command while doing the current one. What does it mean? Let me show you a very detailed graph. Alright, let's see. So as you see, when you are attacking, there's a duration of the animation, right? If I break the time into parts, during the later half, you can already input commands like dodge, light attack, jump, etc. And when your first animation, like light attack, ended, it will automatically play out the next command. But you have to know that it only stores one command. If you spam more than one command during that time, it can only remember the last command you have input. That is why you should never spam attacks or spam any keys in the game. It will mess up your combos and movements. Be precise and you will do much better. Last thing I'm going to talk about are the two dodges that you use in the game: the tap dodge and hold dodge. Each of them has their own advantage and disadvantage. So let's talk about hold dodge first. When you hold dodge, you'll start with the dash, then go into a running animation. The advantage is also that you'll be running right after, or you can also attack while dodging any direction you want. We use this for the running movement and a lot of weapon combos. But the disadvantage is that dodge distance is pretty short, and if you mess up the timing, you'll still get hit by the enemy. And also, you cannot dodge out of some big attacks like Katana's focus strike or Longsword focus strike, this kind of stuff. Then I'm going to talk about the tap dodge. Tap dodge has a very long dashing distance compared to hold dodge. It can be used to avoid some big hits like light attack, third light attack, which counts as a focus strike, or a lot of focus strike from different weapon. Or you can even avoid abilities from certain hero, like Yoto's ultimate, Tianhai's grab, etc. Right? But the downside is you will be walking instead of running, and you can only start next move after your dash is done. So it's not as smooth as dodge, but in your games you should utilize both of the dashes well to play for different circumstances. So at the end, I'm just going to say something before the video ends. First is this is not a very detailed, like in-depth guide for beginners, but I think this is what you need to know and learn as a beginner. I have taught or coached more than, I don't know, 20, 30 players, and it has been pretty effective this way. If there is anything that you don't understand, you can always come to me, message me, or leave a comment below, and join the official Discord if you're new to the game. That's where I hang out the most. That's where I coach the new players as well. There are more to each topic that I refer. Maybe if you like the video, and I'll probably do more and do like more specific guide on certain topic like the dashing. There are much more to it, and also the animation canceling, the blue light attack that I haven't talked about. I guess I'll see you guys around. Peace.